Pretty girl talk, 1 minute.
Why your stuff look brighter than mine?
What?
Why your phone look brighter than mine? See how bright your camera is?
Probably because I'm under the light.
Oh.
Get under the light, Carol Ann. Pretty girl talking, 1 minute.
It's the light.
Pretty girl talking, 1 minute.
It's the light.
Pretty girl talking one. Pretty girl talking one. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Dion. I haven't seen you in a long time, little bro. Hi, Steve. Good evening.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne. Good evening. Pretty girl talking, 1 minute. We got something to talk about today, y'all. Oh, damn. Oh, Alexa, play Jill Scott. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Vanessa. What's up, Capo? Good evening.
Hey, Kevin. Jonathan, Anthony. Who else is on here? Oh, we got a few. Terry.
Good evening, everybody. Pretty girl
Rodney.
talking.
Hi, Rodney. Hi, Michael. Michael Carter and Michael Turner.
We got the Michaels in the house. It's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson bad. Good evening, everybody. I am Christy.
And I am Selena Michelle.
And we are Pretty Girl Talk. And we're going to get started a little early tonight because contrary to what I like to believe, we might lose some of y'all because the football game is on. Boo!
No, she's so.
So, because I hate football. She's not my thing.
So girl.
It's just
she's
not. I am a girly girl. I don't do football. I am definitely the one that if we seeing each other, football, you can have it. I'll fix you some snacks and I'm out. But no football for me. So we're going to get started early because we don't want to lose anybody. And so we're going to jump right in. Pretty girl talk. And we got some good talk for y'all today. Some good spit is what I like to say. I don't know. Do you like that? I don't like that word. Good spit.
Me neither.
It sounds so nasty.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, so anyway, as every week, as we do all the time, we talk about the highs and lows and we plug our vendors. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to go first today. I'm glowing today, y'all. Hello. I got my Miss America wave on. Okay, so highs this week. Pretty much no change in my highs. It's still I'm floating on that cloud. I'm riding that wave. I know, Nate. I know the game is coming on, so I'm gonna be quick because I know y'all gonna leave us to go watch the game. But I'm still riding on that wave. So no lows. Oh my God, I'm so glad that lows this week. Lord knows, I know Selena's tired of listening to my whine and crybaby ass. So at this point, I don't have anything to whine and cry about. So this week, it's me with no lows. Sis?
Well, for me, it's been a rough week. It's been rough. Listen, so I've been kind of in my feelings this week. And y'all always know I'm usually pretty happy. Well, I can't say I'm not happy, but I have been kind of like on a low vibrating energy this week. This week has been tough for me. I had a little situation that kind of pissed me off and made me get in my feelings. And I don't like that because I'm very guarded. So when a person is able to make me go there, I take it very personal. But I'm okay. Let's see what else.
You see my lighter? I just had it like 2 seconds ago. I can't smoke. Okay, I'm sorry.
So that's what it is. And then I had a little situation that I went on video about relationships and about people, just not being honest or whatever. A friend of mine was hurt, but like I told her, she played a big part into that situation because let me tell you something. if you tell my daddy always told me, you never make a man tell you more than once that he don't want your ass. You tell me you don't want me, I'm out. You got one time to tell me you don't want me. I don't give a damn how much I like you. I'm moving around ASAP. So,
right.
You know, that's just kind of my little.
And you shouldn't want nobody that don't want you anyway, though.
And you know what? And then I kind of feel bad because my family keeps telling me that I'm gonna end up by myself. And I'm gonna be with a cat. My mother told me today. I said, well, Christy told me that I need to get me a boyfriend because I'm gonna be alone. She said, well, she ain't too far behind. She said we're gonna be Thelma and Louise.
My mama needs you to keep your mouth up off me. I'm gonna be good. Watch, you're gonna be coming to something. It ain't gonna be no wedding, but it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
She said, I'm gonna end up with some cats. And I was like, no, I'm not. She said, Selena, nobody's good enough for you. And I was like, Mom, yes, they are. I just ain't got time for their mess. You want me to, be careful because you're gonna be coming to visit me in the penitentiary.
And I'm not putting no money on nobody.
No, I'm just saying it ain't that serious, but that's my,
So no those. Okay, so who we plugging today? Who's our business vendor today?
Well, I did plug the South Dallas Cafe.
Oh yeah, so let me plug it since you hit it earlier.
Yeah.
So yesterday we went to go bid a job, and we decided to stop by and get some lunch. We went to the South Dallas Cafe, and that's owned by the Price Group, and that's the owners of Vanetti's if you're local. The food was the bomb. And I recall going there when I first moved here, maybe 6-7 years ago. And they did a total remodel. The food was bomb. The service was excellent. I'm talking about customer service was for real excellent from behind the counter where they actually serving up the food. They were patient. They were not rushing. They were not attitudinal. I even had a question about the prices because I'm cheap. I'm cheap as hell. So I had a question about the prices, but she clarified what the situation was. Mr. Bobby, shout out to Mr. Bobby over there at South Dallas Cafe. He took care of us. I have carpal tunnel. He carried my food. He was such a gentleman.
He was.
It was really
so
cool.
sweet.
And he kind of entertained us on the low. He left us alone, but he did kind of give us a little bit of entertainment too. So shout out to the Price Group and South Dallas Cafe. We're going to keep you in business however we can.
Right.
Okay. So we're drinking. What we drinking? Selena and concocted. We blood and crippin' over here today. We gang banging. So
it was red.
It was
But
red.
wait a minute, they're really hurricanes, right? But with mine, I put blue Caraca in mine, and then there was a red grenadine.
I want
in
you to
hers.
stop calling that Caraca because it's not Caraca.
What is it then?
I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's not Caraca.
Well, the blue stuff. The blue stuff.
And I got grenadine in that.
Yeah.
So the smoking lounge is open. Selena is choosing to refrain from smoking today.
Y'all, let me tell y'all why. You want me to tell you why I'm refraining? Because I think I've been high all day. I mean, like for real, I've been running into walls. I freaking been dropping stuff. I ran into this dude at the store. Was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "No, man, my equilibrium is off." I think it was for messing with the oil.
It might be.
And them herbs, I think they kind of went through my skin, and I was just kind of like on woo today.
Well, and she been on 5 million all day. So I am smoking a Fat Boy. And I want to call it a Down Low Betty. I think that's the name of it, but it's Betty something, and it's real good. It's real good. Check it out. I'm gonna go back to my Cohibas. I'm tired of these little girly cigars right now. I'm just feeling like I want to go back over to the Cohiba. I'm going back next week. So, but that's what I'm smoking on. Check them out. It's real good. It tastes good. It's smooth. It goes along with this little fruity girly ass drink I'm drinking over here. Okay. All right, guys. And so, what else we got going on? I think we talked. What's in the news? How about the lady who got shot in her house? Over in Fort Worth by the police officer. I'm not going to dwell here long because this can be a broken record. We can talk about how these police officers are violating on every end. And hey, guess what? I'm tired of y'all shit. So I need y'all to for real get y'all shit together. DPD, all of the LAPD, NYPD, CPD, all y'all PD mother effers, get it together over there. Seriously, because it's just getting ridiculous. It's really, I know I get a little hype and get rah-rah in certain cases, but this is called for. This lady was in her house playing video games and somebody called, "What you doing, a wellness check at 2 a.m.? What the hell your ass doing up at 2 a.m. anyway?"
Right.
So you let her worry about herself and worry about your damn self. Now I know in the same instance, we're the same people who say we need to look out for each other, but you know damn well that these police officers today are gung-ho and real riled up. I think they scary as fuck because
that's the problem.
And I really do. I feel like they're scared because everything is kind of happening the way it's happening, and they just feel like they got to be super duper on guard. Get together. Y'all take training. Y'all do special training. You go to the academy for this shit. I really need y'all to pull y'all shit together. Don't be killing people in their house. In their house, that's terrible. That's ridiculous. So I ain't gonna stay there long. You got something to say about that?
No, because they come up in here, they gonna need a 45. I promise.
Right.
And a couple other things. You gonna come up out of here, police or not, get your ass on.
Right.
So we in here minding our business, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout. Now, y'all know I don't know how to shoot. I don't know how to shoot, but I'm gonna learn. I'm definitely gonna learn. As a matter of fact, that's gonna be the next thing that I get someone to do for me, is to teach me how to do that. So anyway, that's that.
Your expert is right here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're an expert. So today's topic is successes and dangers in relationship and organizations. Now, I know you're thinking, what the hell are they talking about? Successes and dangers, relationships and organizations. Well, what I'm talking about is many of a relationship, whether it be marriages or just straight up boyfriend and girlfriend situations, they end drastically most of the time and bad most of the time because the person has an organization affiliation, whether it's your Greek, whether you're a freaking Mason, Eastern Star, whether you are a religious fanatic or just religious period, you Democrat, Republican, whatever, any type of organization that you belong to. These things take precedence over, well, I won't say take precedence. They shouldn't take precedence. However, they do take up a lot of your personal time. And so because of that, you find yourself in very compromising situations.
Well, yeah, I can talk from that from a personal standpoint, being a sorority girl, but when I was married, when I was in the sorority, my husband at the time was very supportive. He really was. He was supportive of that part of it. When we would have Greek parties or have to put on, different, you have to do like different things in the community. He was always there to support. Now, what he wasn't supportive of is because I also, at the time, because I was involved in law enforcement, I was a vice president for the Fraternal Order of Police. He didn't like that at all. He fucking hated it because he hated the police. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, not only are you the vice president, but you're also going in here, you're negotiating discipline when they fuck up. You're in there, helping to stop them from losing their jobs. You're standing in for them. Like we used to like bang. But eventually, he just kind of left it alone because he knew it was my career. Now, where we did bang at, and I will admit that I was wrong at, is that he was involved in motorcycle clubs. He was involved in everything they had to do. He was going on rides, even though I rode too. I had a motorcycle, I had a Harley too. We rode together. But I just wasn't feeling that shit because I thought a lot of bullshit came with it.
And it does. Keep it honest. Because you got to, and that's where, listen, and that's where this conversation comes in, the successes and dangers. Because you think about it. Okay, I'm a Greek girl. I'm an Eastern Star. I'll try my hand at a little bit of anything. It just depends. It depends. You have people who are, involved in multiple things. And when you do something, you want to give it 100%. You don't put yourself out there and engage in an organization and you're not going to follow through with whatever the precept is for the organization. So at the end of the day, you may be gone from home with your extracurricular activity, for multiple hours in a day. And so you leave that other person at home. And what if that other person is an introvert? Oh my God. What if you don't go out? Because if you don't go out, listen, let me tell you something. If your ass don't have a life outside of me, we are not going to make it. We're not going to make it at all. Because even if, like you guys, you got football tonight. I'm going to I'm going to mind the business that pays me. I will not be bothering nobody during football time. Right. So, you got to respect the hustle behind whatever it is you're doing. And you want to give your 100% to it. So, I don't know. I never really had anybody not support me in it, but I can recall plenty of times where that Eastern Star stuff had me stretched out, stressed out, and and then it adds a level of stress because you got to understand what you bring into the table too. So not only is he listening to you whining and complaining about your everyday job, now he listening to you whining and complaining about your organization as well, or maybe not complaining about the organization, and he wondering what's so secret that you're not talking about it. So it's giving you doubt on every end. But I'm here to tell you, I'm like Prince, I'm here to tell you, if it's an organization that you're joining and your spouse or your significant other is not interested, you better really, really, really listen to what they're saying to you, because if you don't, you're in a danger zone. You're in danger of losing that person, because a lot of people ain't gonna wait around while you playing. They'll work with you while you're working, but when you're playing, that's a whole different ball game.
But see, and I also know, being, when you're a part of organizations and stuff, now there's a thing called professional secrecy, and then there's bullshit secrecy, right? Point blank, period. I mean, like when you're in a job, there's just some things that you're not going to be able to discuss. But when you're in some of these other organizations and you're saying things like, and I have sorority sisters and friends that are not in the same sorority as me, that are married to Greek males. One of my friends was saying earlier, she was like, "Oh, I can give you a whole book about how I feel," because she's an AK and her husband is a Q. But she was like, "I can give you a whole book of how I feel about it." Now we all had to do all these programs and stuff together, so we know what it takes. But her stance on it is that she hated the organization for Omega because she always felt like they the worst. Bullshit.
Because they the worst. I love y'all, my brothers, because y'all are my brothers, but y'all the worst. And so, but I believe that that goes back to, well, I really do. I really think that it just kind of goes back to the compatibility. It goes back to how much conversation are you having, how much effort you're putting towards being with the person who you're involved with. I'm not going to go to my Eastern Star meeting and leave my husband or my boyfriend or whoever with nothing to eat and gone for hours. It's all about making sure that you take care of home so that you're able to do those extracurricular things that's not going to cause you disarray in your relationship. You got to, and then you got to be putting it down a little extra. In the intro, we was talking about making sure you get that red lipstick. You might want to go buy you a couple of tubes of that red lipstick.
Well, I mean, not only that, no matter what organization you're in, we're going to talk about it from a male and a female perspective. From a male perspective, I can honestly say, looking in, it's going to come with a whole bunch of women, especially on the motorcycle scene. I used to call them bike flies. Like, bitch, move around. You're not his sister. I don't remember you at my wedding, by the way. But when you're a fraternity boy, they just like those kind of men. Women just flock to fraternity men. It's just something about those men that they like. So if you're married and you out here playing them games,
and the preachers too, them bishops.
Oh, girl, we ain't. I've been on their head all week about the bishops.
And I just say bishops. I'm not, for real singling out bishops. I just say bishops because typically that's all that really ever talk to me is bishops. But pastors, deacons, any organization, any religious organization, sometimes it's not even that. The swinging community, the stepping community, the swing out community. Listen, the line dancers, all of them. I mean, anything that is organization affiliated, it's going to come with your groupies. It's going to come with the people who your cheerleaders, if you will, if you don't want to be called a groupie, but that's what the hell you really are, as a groupie. And it's always going to be somebody that's looking and checking for the person that you're with. And so I do believe that it's about that foundation that you lay in that relationship. It's about making sure that you tell that person, hey, babe, I come with this, and this is not baggage. This is just who I am. And so are you able to deal with this? And typically people always say what they think you want to hear until you come in at 2:00 and then it ain't funny no more. Or until you don't come home until 6:00 and it ain't funny no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, but dealing with the Greek organization is a little bit different because, you got your sisters, you have the sisters to the fraternities and your brothers to the sororities. And so a lot of times the women, they feel like they have that extra layer of concern for their brother.
Girl, bye.
Move around, little sister. Because I mean, you know, I would trust anybody that I'm dealing with until I don't trust you anymore. Right. And you got to give me a reason to not.
We would have to have listen, let me tell you this. My ex was not Greek. But if I married a Greek right now, we're going to have a whole understanding. I promise you.
So what's the understanding?
The understanding is that we ain't doing none of that extra shit. That I don't care if I marry, because baby, shut up, Selena. But anyway, if I was
Selena always on that bullshit.
If I was with a fraternity guy right now, we would just have an understanding that I don't care about that being your sister or I don't care about none of that. She better stay in her lane because I'm a checker. If she come over here, because I know how that is. I know how women play games. I'm a woman, and men get on my nerve with that. Y'all act like we don't see through the bullshit. We do, because we're women, and we know what other women be on. Oh, that's my brother. Why she's still trying to fuck?
And at the end of the day, I'm not checking them. Because if he don't check them, I'm checking him.
I'm checking them both. I'm not checking him and her. You better get that
and
bitch.
See, y'all call me rah-rah. I'm not the rah-rah one. It's this one.
I'm checking everybody. I'm not. They grandma, the mama, the kids, the dog. I don't give a damn. Everybody being checked.
Everybody getting checked.
Everybody getting checked.
Okay, so and it goes both ways. The women too. You know, I have a tendency now to be more of a homebody, more so than I've ever been. And I think that's when you get to a point in your life where you're just really ready to kick back. I am not interested in doing a whole lot of hanging out anywhere and opening up a business. I feel like I'm already going to be in the streets enough. And so to do that extra stuff. So now I'm the one that's sitting at home and you go out and you do your thing and you come back home and you coming in late and you drunk and you this and you that. And you know, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not going to care as long as you kicked me down before you left. You took care of home and, you know, everything is good because everybody needs space. You know, that's one of the 3 things that I talk about. We were just listening in to Jay Mad, Life After the Collar on his podcast. Shout out to you, Jay. He was just saying, you know, the show that he had before, what are the 3 things that are a must in a relationship? And I was saying, you know, my love language is touch. I got a high sex drive, so I'm expecting that guy is able to keep up and he's going to put it down the way he's supposed to, or he's going to get lost. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. What was the other one? It was
the space?
In a space. That was what we were talking about, space. And so I just believe that you have to be able to give a person space to grow, space to have a life outside of you. Though we don't do that enough, I think that in these organizations and these relationships, they can be successful as long as you lay the proper foundation.
Exactly.
And so coming through the door saying, hey, honey, you know, look, I get with the boys 3 times a month, 2 times a month or whatever. I got this, you know, my club meeting is on this night. I don't know if I'm necessarily interested in ever being with a motorcycle dude because I'm not doing that no more. My son's father was a part of a motorcycle club, the number 1 Stunners. And let me tell you, they some raunchy. I know them. I mean, I knew them before him. And so they a little raunchy and they be out there and any type of MC club.
I ain't doing no MC.
Yeah, I'm not doing that MC stuff. But you know, if you're Greek, I mean, you know, because there's something about an alpha man I love an alpha man, baby. Lord have mercy. Lord. What them oils
I love them all. The alphas, the cute.
8 to 80 blind, cripple, and crazy. But yeah, anyway, so. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, it's just all about the foundation that you lay and you making sure that you tell your person that, you know, hey, this is what I come with and this is my baggage and this is how I get down and this is how I roll and can you handle this? And when I can bring you, I'll bring you. And if I can't, you know, just know that I'll be home in a little while. Make sure you come through the door, laying it down, and then she might be quiet. Buy her 2 of this red lipstick. Come in and get her some of these oils. She'll be real quiet, I promise you.
Right, real quiet and ready.
Hey nephew, I love you too.
Yeah, real quiet and ready.
Yeah. So anyway, so I don't know what else. What I don't know what to tell people who have this issue. I don't know if there's any help. I think the only major thing that you can do is
communication.
Communicate, right? And you just got to be honest with the person that you're dealing with. Whether you guys are, you know, here's the real deal though, because even in a marriage, you still have these layers to your marriage. You got layers of communication. Communication never stops. So I feel like if you can handle listening to the person who and listening to what they're saying. Sometimes you got to listen to what they're not saying too. Sometimes it's not about, I'm jealous because you're with somebody else, or I'm jealous because you're not, giving me these phone calls, or, chumming me up and shouting me out and all those things. It's none of that. Sometimes it's just simply about listening to me and saying, hey, listen, you know what? I know her love language is touch. She wants to be touched. So I know I got to make it my business to touch her. You got to touch her in some capacity. I tell you all the time, I got to do better with that. So I need to change my love language.
What would you say about
Because I touch everybody.
Because a lot of men are not Greek, and they're with women that are sorority girls.
So, most of the time men are just so chill though. Yeah. You don't really find a whole bunch of men that's just whiny. We're in a different generation with these bitch men. I almost said something totally different, but these, whoa, I had to catch, you got to take them words back. But you have some men who are a little bit more whiny than women today. And that's what I seem to encounter. I always encounter men who are whinier than I am, because I just really don't complain too much about nothing. But if they are that type of dude, sis need to sit them down and have a conversation with them, because it's not going to work. And especially when you're actively Greek, there's always some type of organization, always some type of function where you're going to give back to the community. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm not active right now. I don't feel like I can give that kind of time. Eastern Star, same thing. We're doing food drives. We're collecting coats. We feeding the hungry. We're taking up collections for folks all the time. You just don't really have time to do all that extra. And then I don't like to cook. So he going to be real mad. So he going to be hungry, and he going to be hungry. I'm going to be gone. So I just feel like that guy, he really needs to just communicate. And men, most of the time, they don't. They'll just let that shit snowball until one day y'all have an argument, and he like, and you always gone with your sisters. And I'll be like, where'd that come from? What was all that about? So sometimes if that's the case, then you really got to sit them down and have a real conversation with them, and just, see what you can do. Meet them in the middle if you like them. If you don't like them, get rid of his ass shit. On to the miss one, next 15, one coming. That's my MO all the time. Miss one, next 15, one coming. There's somebody out there for everybody. So if he is feeling some type of way, maybe he needs to get him some business. And that's my thing. I told you, I said every show, I'm not dating no more dumbass men, and I'm not dating no more men who don't have a life outside of me. I'm not doing that. Right. Because when I get ready to go, whether I might be at home right now, but that don't mean that, because it's about that time. It's that season right now where, everybody's going to be shopping, and, people are going to be in the street, and, you want to give back to the community. You want to go feed the hungry, the homeless. Even though I'm not active with the Deltas, I'm looking into that too. I'm gonna do some things different, because I feel like I need to live my life fulfilling, and what that's fulfilling. That means that whoever's with you, they need to add to whatever you have going on. And so you guys just really need to be open and communicative about those things that concern you. True. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that.
Somebody said something. Let's see.
What y'all talking about over there? What do you guys think? Do you think that being involved with someone who is in any type of organization in a relationship, have you seen where it's been detrimental to your relationship? Has there been good success, bad success? Tell me. Let's talk about it. What y'all think?
So listen. So this is what Bradley Walker said. He said, I hate a whiny man. Their feelings always hurt. I run into that a lot in California. I'm from the Chicago, more outspoken.
Yes. The men, we just some outspoken people. I don't know how to do nothing but be straight. Shit, we talk too much. I think that's the problem with people from the shop. We talk too much. We just got so much to talk about, and we talking about shit. Just got a lot to talk about. It's talking loud, saying nothing. But yeah, I don't know what the deal is today. Did you see? I know I'm gonna put a pin in what we talk about. Did you see the post that's going around social media right now with Pharrell in this big ass blanket of a dress? Have you seen that? Mm-mm. So it was something about, this is the new trend for men. This big ass blanket looking dress. It's a dress. Bottom line, end of story. It's open at the bottom. It's a effing dress, right? Put on some damn pants because you are a man. Put on some shorts because you are a man. Men were not meant to wear skirts. I don't give a damn if they wear skirts in Africa. I don't care. You ain't living in Africa. I don't give a damn. I don't care that the Irish wear kilts. You ain't Irish. Put on some damn pants. I'm tired of y'all walking around here trying to start these new trends. Cam, get you some help. I want you wherever. Hello, right here, over here, to the bitches in the back. Tell Cam. Put on some clothes and stop walking around here looking like your grandma, because you are a man. I want you to stop. If he put on one more headscarf wrapped around his neck like Auntie B, I'm just, I don't know. It's too much. So this too transcends right into what we're talking about, because if you have this less than masculine persona, then I being from Chicago, I'm gonna treat you like a little bitch. Cause I don't know how to deal with a man who act like a woman.
Well, first off, I'm just gonna tell you this: you act like a woman with me, I ain't gonna fuck with you. Period. Right. I just can't do it. I'm already aggressive.
Right. Yes. Listen. Note to those who are listening who suitors of Selena. Listen, y'all. I promise
already aggressive.
She already aggressive. So please don't come in here with no flower shorts on. And penny loafers.
Because you will be my girlfriend.
Because you, and baby. What was that? Somebody said something about pagan. That would be Selena. That would be Selena. You come in here with some flower shorts on, she gonna strap on and she gonna hit you up. She gonna knock your back out. Okay, we're gonna go back. Whoa. We're gonna pull it back, we're gonna reel it back in, because these conversations go all the way left sometimes. But that's the truth. If you around here acting like that, then dang, don't get mad when somebody be like, what's wrong with you? PMSing? What the fuck? The fuck? Seriously. I need y'all to stop letting these people show you something and you follow it. Because if that be the case, let me show you how to raise your credit score and you follow that. Let me show you how to build a business and you follow that.
Well, they just have become so effeminate now. So,
now
you can't be looking prettier than me. I don't give a damn. You looking prettier than me, I'm going to be, if I want a girl, I can go get a girl. I don't want to be looking at your ass being a man. You need to be aggressive. You need to handle me and
all that. I don't know about all that. Let me tell you something. Again, all cameras. Do not choke me. If you choke me, I am going to call the police on your ass. I promise. The po-po, this is going to be one time we're going down. We're going to take one and I'm going to the gram so that everybody can see what's going on. If your ass is in here acting like a girl or you in here trying to choke me, I'm calling the po-pos. I'm not. But Selena, on the other hand, she might strap on and wear you out one time. I ain't got nothing to say, I promise you. So anyway, I don't think we're going to hold the people long tonight, because I don't believe in just talking just to be talking. It is nothing wrong with different interests, Steve. Okay, whatever. Put on a skirt and I'm going to take a picture of you and I'm going to put you on blast. I promise you. And I love you. So I'm not just talking. I'm going to always tell the truth. Now, if the choking part is your thing, okay, that's fine. Because, people do different stuff in their bedroom. I'm going to mind the business that pays me in your bedroom. Just don't do it in my bedroom. That's the way I feel about that. I really, really, really want these men to act like men, though. I can't respect it. I can't respect it any other way. I don't want you to be bottled up with your feelings because I'm out feeding the homeless, because you too will be homeless if you try to run me like that. I'm just being honest. I will put your ass on the next. I told you, miss one, next 15, one coming. So anyway, I don't believe in having a whole lot of chatter. You got anything else to talk about?
Nope, I don't have nothing.
Bradley said, let's not speak on men wearing a dress. Right. For real, Bradley, I'm not going on that. So what else is going on? Anybody else got anything to say about this? Because if not, we're going to close it out so y'all can go watch y'all little funky ass football. And I'm going to bed.
I got to go watch
I'm going to go to bed. I mean, I do all this for y'all. I'm going to bed. So if not, and I don't see anything else, thank you all for tuning in. If you don't catch it right now, please make sure you come back and catch it. This is one of the quicker shows. We really didn't have much to talk about, but I mean, it deserved to be talked about. I again say, if you are of any organization affiliation and you have a significant other that's not really seeing the error of your ways, you might want to sit them down and have a conversation with them and discuss, different methods on how you guys can work it out, work through it, or come to a end. We will be back next week. We are joining up with Eargasm Radio. For those of you that know me, that was where I was before. We're going to have Old Silver Tongue in the building, and we will be discussing polyamorism. Is that how it is? Is it polyamorism? Mm-hmm. The polyamorous lifestyle? She all giddy and ready for this conversation. Listen, I ain't got much for you, because I promise you, I'm not sharing no man. I'm just not. I ain't got time.
Well, I'll share them. She can have most of them.
She says she can have most of them. I'm not interested. I don't know. I think I'm a handful. I think he ain't gonna have time for nobody but me. So, okay. All right, y'all. Pretty girl talk out. Pretty girl talk in 1 minute.